Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Power of One. Today we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 3, Chapter 5, The Beach. Folks, thank you for joining me here today. I really appreciate it. I know the last episode kind of seemed like a Bob Ross painting episode. I was a little bit chill. The episode, man, I had to hatchet that thing because YouTube just complained about it for copyright issues. I have no idea why. I'm thinking about trying to reformat and just to extend it a little bit, but I don't know. I apologize for that last one. I don't feel it was quite up to my standards, but I still hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, here we are. God, I'm so nervous every time I move into another episode because it brings me one step closer to the end. I kind of don't want this story to end, but I kind of do want it to end. But I kind of don't, but I do. I'm really confused. Folks, the world is the world, you know? In fact, I actually have a story to tell, a short one. Trust me, it's a short one. So I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he had, given some of the situations in life, every reason to be bitter and angry about what was going on around us in his life and in general. But you know what he did? He chose positivity. He actively chose positivity. He's like, what good will it serve anyone's day if I choose angry? And I was touched by that to the point where I had to mention it to you guys. It was a profound step for this guy, and one that I think should be recognized and admired. Choose positivity. Trust me, I'm not saying do this all the time. I'm not saying make it a way of life, because you know what? I've lived this life long enough to know that is not always an option. There are days you wake up and you have to choose violence or you go nuts. I 100% get that. But it was still heartwarming to see from my friend. And it really kind of brought me back to this. So many things in my life bring me back to this. The community we're building here and the things that I am trying to do by reaching out. Choose positivity. Even if that positivity is you are positive your day's going to suck, own it! Just take that positivity, man. It can be done, and so many people, when they talk about being positive and, you know, keeping a happy head, manifesting into the world. You know what? The world has a mind of its own. We can try and manifest what we want, but it don't always work that way. Trying to stay positive about it is the best that we can do, but you know what? Sometimes it don't work. You go to bed, you try again tomorrow. I get that. But folks, there is wisdom in his words. And this guy's like half my age, so you know what? It was a profound moment for us both when we were talking about this, and I really appreciate him for that. I'm not actually sure if he watches my videos, so I don't know if he'll know that I'm calling him out and giving him that credit, but you know what? It's there. So, back to Last Airbender here. I'm worried. The episode's titled The Beach, and anime in general has a long history of the beach episode, which is just a general filler episode that for the most part has no place in continuity, and I don't want that in this show. I mean, even in season 1, the sort of beach episode they had still had continuity. I don't want that, so I'm really hoping that's not what this turns into. But there's only one way to find out. Now, isn't there? So, folks, how about we get into the episode? What the shit is that?
I'm so excited to hang out on the beach and do nothing.
Doing nothing is a waste of time.
Oh, this is a beach episode for them?
Doesn't your family have a house on Ember Island?
We used to come every summer when we were kids.
That must have been fun.
So, like, the acrobat's the only one that's going to be real happy and chipper about being in a beach episode, but the rest of them have such dour outlooks on life. Do they just clone these old ladies? Or are they, like, individual people? Because they seem to be everywhere.
We know you're upset that you were forced to come here this weekend. But Ember Island is a magical place.
It's like Tahiti. Anyone that gets that reference, I appreciate you.
Do you really think you should be exposing yourself like that? Cover up. What? I'm wearing trunks. I know. It's your tattoos I'm worried about.
Oh. Wow, she was being practical about that, yeah. And again, we're getting more of that carefree Aang again, even though he's been through some shit. But I love those two just looking around like the sun itself is offensive. Oh, great. She's gonna get jealous because she's not getting the attention?
I thought since it's so hot. Here.
Thanks. This is really refreshing.
I love her sardonic wit. It is amazing to me.
When she runs toward the ball, I'm willing to bet a childhood injury has weakened her. Keep serving the ball to her left and we'll destroy her.
Battle tactics for beach volleyball. That's completely in character. Wow, talk about a spike.
We defeated you for all time. You will never rise from the ashes of your shame and humiliation.
And this is Azula relaxing. Is that a combination hawk and vulture? Or eagle and vulture? Because if so, I now have nightmare fuel for the rest of my days. Because that's a horrifying combination. Oh, this guy. This fucking guy.
That's a sharp outfit, Chan. Careful. You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship, leaving thousands to drown at sea.
I am firmly convinced now this is Azula trying to flirt. This is the greatest episode ever.
Because I like you all.
But which one of us do you like?
Yeah, tell us.
I don't know.
Okay, like legit though, any woman cornered by a bunch of guys, that should be her immediate reaction. Because, guys, that ain't right. So, I actually support Ty Lee.
You're not a challenge. You're a tease. It's not like they actually care who you are.
Wow, Azula, you're a twat.
Said it because I was a little...
Oh, there it is.
You're the most beautiful, smartest, perfect girl in the world.
Remove your lips from her buttocks.
Look, if you want a boy to like you, just look at him and smile a lot and laugh at everything he says, even if it's not
Her
funny.
smile is terrifying, though.
That sounds...
I'm hungry,
So what?
so find me some food.
Sure.
So all that teenage angst is perfect at this party.
You're pretty.
Together, you and I will be the
Yep.
strongest couple in the entire
I knew it was
world.
only so long.
Dominate the earth.
Could it be there was a time before ambition took him over completely? I'm talking about Ozai, of course. Calm down, Robocop.
Guys,
What the sweet third eye hell is that? Mind bullet! What is this guy?
Crazy!
So is this some kind of chi focus, or like, is this guy a brain bender? Oh, wow, that was a badass scene. That, artistically, that was well done. Do the rock armor just come out in that battle suit again? Rock his world. Yes! Gaiba! Oh, come on. Why did you shed it?
I joined the circus because I was scared of spending the rest of my life as part of a matched set. At least I'm different now. Circus freak is a compliment.
Preach!
Who are you angry at?
No one. I'm just angry.
Yeah. Who are you angry at, Zuko?
Everyone.
Himself.
I'm angry at myself.
Called it.
My own mother thought I was a monster.
Oh, hey, maybe that's because you are. You scary bitch.
She was right, of course, but it still hurt.
Thank you. Thank you.
What Lola
God, I
said
love her.
came True.
We've got some bad news, Chan.
Party's over.
Wow. Okay, so that was indeed an episode. Wasn't your standard beach episode, which, thank fecking Christ, we did get a look into the mental processes of the Terrible Four, and I actually really liked that. I mean, of course, Azula's a twat, but that kind of mental insight into the other ones. Like, I've always been curious about Ty Lee's backstory. You know, she was, as was pointed out, annoyingly chipper about the world. And I was curious where that positivity came from. Irony that I, had just got done talking about positivity, and I'm like, what's up with this bitch? I get that. But the thing that I like about the writers of this show is that they were using actual reasons for these people's behavior. It's not just, oh, we're going to define them by this personality trait. No, they actually went a little bit into their backstories as to why these people are like this, because I know some people like this with similar backstories. Obviously not Fire Nation or royalty, but home lives that were, hey, behave or you get shut down immediately, or you get locked up, or whatever. So people are afraid to like things. They're afraid to express themselves. They're afraid to tell someone that they want something and just go with whatever the other person says, thinking that they'll upset them if they express even a hint of not liking that thing or wanting something different. And I understand that. I very deeply understand that. And so with I get that one. With Ty Lee, I also get that one. She wanted out because she didn't just want to be, as she said, part of a match set. So, striking on her own, she could literally be anything she wanted to be. And yes, she is making up for more attention, but the one thing I will counter to Mai's comment about that's why you have 10 boyfriends, she whooped the shit out of 6 guys who were surrounding her. It's not like she was leading all of them on. She was just like, no. So, there's that. And Azula, man, so she is so far twisted and psychopathic that I actually believe everything she said around that fire. Like, she's like, oh, my own mother thought I was a monster. She's right. And she just doesn't care. I also believe that there was that little bit of her at the party that didn't know what it was like to be cared for by someone. And Azula, being the psychotic firebender that she is, literally throws everything she is and everything she does, because usually what she decides to do is carnage and terror. But like with that guy, as soon as he showed a little bit of interest, it was, we will be the Fire Nation's greatest couple. And and cut. So I very much liked that. There was only a little bit with Team Avatar dealing with fucking Mind Bullet Robocop, whatever the shit. I cannot wait to hear more about this guy and the who, the what, and the you know? I don't get it. It's something new that they're introducing. I'm wondering if it's like focus chi, because they have talked about that quite a bit in the episode, or if this late in the show they're introducing something completely new, which would be a little odd to me, but you know what? It happens, right? You gotta build to a grand finale. So I am very curious as to who this hired assassin is. He also gives absolutely zero fucks about the rules, because he murdered that official Hawk messenger thing to get to the Avatar to do the job he was hired for. So, kudos to assassins with honor, dedication, a good work ethic, perhaps. So, all right, yeah, I this one definitely has my stamp of approval. I am all about this episode. Cannot wait to see more. They're definitely building more, I guess the term would be team dynamics between Team Avatar and Team Burn Your House Down. Did they ever actually come up with a team name for them? I mean, I obviously Team Avatar, and they even joked about it in some of the episodes to what they were going to call the team. Most of that probably came from the fans, and they just threw it in as a nod to the fans. But yeah, so Team Psychopath. I absolutely love this episode. It's definitely a higher energy episode with a lot of insight that I very much liked. This is the kind of episode that I like to see more of, and this is the kind of episode that to me makes a show worth it. So I am very grateful for it, and I hope that there's more coming in the rest of this season. Folks, remember, you can choose positivity. It won't always change the world for you, but it's a step in the right direction. You know, there are very few situations where choosing bitterness is the best option. I say very few because life is life, and it will continue to surprise me. Words are hard. So, do your best. Make the best call for choosing positivity. But you know what? It's worth it. And it can lead to some interesting changes in your own life and the lives around you. Like, when my friend chose positivity, it was a profound moment for me. It is a moment that I remember for quite a while. So he affected the world around him. As a power, he changed the world, even on a small scale, by affecting me. So proof positive that the things that I have been saying are true. And folks, everyone can do it. You need to remember, you are a power. You are a power that can affect everything around you. The world around you, the world at large, the grand scheme of things, humanity in its totality. You are a power. I am a power. And together, we are one power. And one power can change the world. Thanks for joining me, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, subscribe, all the fancy button stuff that help creators like me succeed. Let's spread the word. All the links are down in the section there. You know where to go. And folks, let's do this together. Have a good one.